This EPM Nugget will provide a brief insight into the core aspects of the upgrade process. We aim to distinguish between updates purely to the console and service enhancement and those that necessitate an agent upgrade on the endpoint. As outlined, upgrades come in two varieties. The initial type involves updates to the console. These console updates are inherent to the software as a service model, executed on the EPM backend, and are seamlessly managed by CyberArk Cloud Engineering. Customers transitioning from an on-premise setup may liken these to the server upgrades they have encountered before, but with the added benefit of not requiring the substantial time and resources that were previously necessary for them to invest. The second type of upgrade pertains to the EPM agents. These agents are installed on each endpoint that falls under the protection of EPM. They are primarily managed and controlled by you, the customer, giving you direct oversight over when and how you choose to deploy the updates. Let's examine the strategies for updating EPM agents. The primary method is through existing software distribution mechanisms. This mechanism is typically overseen by an applications or packaging team responsible for distributing software across a network of machines. Notable examples of such tools are SCCM for Windows, Intune for both Windows and Mac OS, and Ansible for Linux environments. It's probable that this method was employed for the initial deployment of the agents. However, a significant difference in updating as opposed to deploying new agents is the necessity of a software token to deactivate the agent's self-defense mechanism. For more information, be sure to visit our online docs. The other method is to manage upgrades to deployed agents directly from the EPM console. Upgrading agents using this method is a straightforward process. Simply select an individual agent or a group of agents, initiate the upgrade, and the process begins. The console has been designed to simplify the upgrade process by automatically distributing a software token to each agent. This token temporarily deactivates the agent's self-defense mechanism, enabling a smooth and streamlined transition to the latest agent version. Throughout the upgrade process and upon its completion, the agent communicates its status to the console and confirms the successful upgrade. With a clear grasp of our options, let's consider how to deploy them effectively. EPM orchestrates agent releases on a bi-monthly basis. The end-of-life policy for agents guarantees support for 1 year, after which they are considered unsupported. With around 6 releases each year, it can be daunting for customers to stay current. Consequently, we suggest that customers aim to upgrade their agents semi-annually or annually to remain within the support window, and to regularly examine release notes for essential updates to integrate into their planning. In contrast, the EPM backend and console undergo upgrades more regularly. The EPM console experiences updates approximately every 2 weeks. While some of these updates introduce new features, most are focused on enhancements to the security, performance, and scalability of the service. Given the regularity of upgrades, it's crucial to keep abreast of the release notes. This is essential for pinpointing features that are relevant to your organization, which can serve as incentives for upgrading, alongside the resolution of bugs. You can locate these details in the EPM console's notification section and on docs. With best practices in mind, it's also important to be aware of certain considerations. Primarily, avoid combining different upgrade methods. Once you've chosen a particular upgrade method, it's critical to adhere to it consistently to prevent any adverse effects. For example, should an agent managed by Intune receive an update via the EPM console, Intune might, upon detecting a version it does not recognize during a compliance audit, proceed to remove the newly updated agent and restore the version it was originally tracking. Another key point to consider is the issuance of security bulletins. When vulnerabilities emerge, there may be instances where immediate agent upgrades are necessary for vulnerability mitigation. As a security-centric organization, CyberArk actively publishes these bulletins to inform and provide corrective measures, often through an EPM agent upgrade. Vigilance in monitoring the release of these bulletins and responding appropriately is crucial. Finally, it's essential to consider the personnel aspect. EPM administrators typically focus on crafting robust policies and definitions to safeguard endpoints and may not have the expertise required for deploying applications. These responsibilities often fall to distinct teams. The application deployment team, adept at managing regular application rollouts, should ideally persist in this role. Thank you for watching. You should now have a good insight into the core aspects of the upgrade process.